Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how I was recording. It's Monday. It's the end of October, baby. My allergies are horrible. When I tell you, what the heck is all of that? What is this? What is that? Y'all, I can't see with shit. Sorry, excuse my language, y'all. My allergies are horrible. Like, I went and got some nasal spray, and I got some Benadryl. So I took the nasal spray like 2 times already. But I think I'm gonna have to take the Benadryl. Got up early. I helped JB with his hair, child, because he was having a fit about that hair. Got to his school right on time, and literally 2 minutes before the doors open, he's like, I don't feel too good. I'm like, what? He's like, I feel like I have to throw up. No, open up the door. Open up the door. And sure enough, he starts throwing up. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, well, let's go back inside. So I went to the front desk and told the front desk receptionist that I'm like, girl, and they know me up there, y'all. One, because they knew me before I was a substitute teacher, because I'm involved. So I'm like, hey, Amber girl, good morning, happy Monday. JB's throwing up in the parking lot. She's like, what? I said, girl, I'm gonna go home. She said, well, I hope he feels better. I said, girl, I hope so too. Now look, when I was subbing last week for 3rd grade, 3 of the girls got sick. They were feeling sick. And you know what? I don't know. And maybe because I'm not an educator and I'm not used to these kids. The teacher was like, she looked at me kind of, she's like, did you see the throw up? I'm like, ma'am, no. They're babies. They're saying that their stomach are hurting and they didn't feel good. And so I sent them to the office. Okay, girl. But anyway, y'all. Anyway. JB's at home. I'm on my way to get my medicine. And that's a 24-hour pharmacy. I was surprised. But it's on the other side of Rockball. Can I go? I don't know. I gotta go all the way over. Shit. I'm just thinking about, all the options I have for bringing in more money, and it's like, what else, And I've had people say, well, maybe you can go into business for yourself. Maybe you could. It doesn't make you enough money, y'all. Yeah, it just doesn't. And going into business for myself, this is something in my opinion, this is something I should have been doing 10 years ago. I don't want to be a business owner. I have no desire to do that. I just don't. And you have to realize it's okay to, there's some people who are okay with working for others, and I'm one of those people. I'm okay with that. Like, I don't want to own my own business. I don't want to have a side hustle. I have no desire to do any of that. Hey, you guys. So, it is October the 18th. And I'm on my way to the grocery store. There's a couple of things I want to get. So today, no. What's today's date? Hold on, y'all. Girl, get your life together. No, it's the 28th. So yesterday was a deadline for our government to get it together. I already had intentions on it not getting anything. So I went ahead and got what I'm trying to say. I got my Thanksgiving stuff last week, and since I'm not really cooking for anybody, it's just me. Yeah. I mean, it's not a really big deal. It is, but it's not. Child, all I'm making is a hen, my dressing. I may mix some yams. Let's see, hand dressing yams and some green beans. That's it. Oh, and I got a pie, so maybe I'll make a sweet potato. I got a pie shell. I'll do a sweet potato pie, or I could do an apple. I don't do no damn apple pie. I'll do a sweet potato pie. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going out of state. You know, my mom and them, they don't really, she hosts this thing in their neighborhood for the community. I'm not going to want to do that. I'm not going to want to go down there is what I'm saying. But I'm going to the store. I put out some drumsticks, and they will probably be done defrosting in like 2 days. Girl, I have some potatoes in the fridge, so I'm just gonna buy like some carrots because I can use the carrots for something else. And I think I buy some carrots and some bell peppers and stuff. And yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good. I'm gonna buy a carton of eggs. Cause look, JB can live on, and JB cook it himself. Hold on, y'all. He can live on pancakes and eggs, and I've been making him homemade fries. So I'll get. I've been making him homemade fries with yellow potatoes. The ones we have in the fridge right now are too small to really make homemade fries, so I'm just gonna get some bigger potatoes for him. Look, I taught JB when he was as young as 8 or 9 how to cook certain food. So baby, he could cook rice, eggs, pancakes, spaghetti, waffles. Yeah, so the other night he made himself some pancakes and eggs. And he had to learn this stove, you know, because so the first 3 times he was making them, he was upset. I said, baby, you have to learn the stove because every stove is different. Even though it's a gas stove, you still have to learn, you know. So y'all, was feeling a little down yesterday, like really, like seriously in my feelings, because it is the holidays, and technically, even though, you know, things were, my ex and I had discussed things last year around this time, and we wouldn't be together. This is us physically separated the first time, and you know, and so I think this is gonna be rough for me, but it is what it is. So I've been in bed, like I get up, but I literally been laying in bed. I get up and stuff. So you guys, I am subbing today. The assistant principal called me last minute to come in and sub last night, and so I'm doing it because I need the money. Hey y'all, it's Friday. It's Friday, and I'm ready to swing. I got my, look, I love these shirts. I got them from a while back from 5 and Below. I love 5 and Below. Y'all, 5 and Below should be called Bring All Your Damn Money and Below. Oh God, I'm getting a lot of junk email. Yeah, it's Friday, you guys, and I'm on my way to run some errands. I need to text my neighbor. It's my neighbor. She her gas thingy fell over. I need to text her and let her know that, I don't know if someone hit it, but oh my God, I'm gonna need to text her and let her know it fell over. She works for the federal too, and she is, I reached out to her, you know, to see if, you know, she's military, see if there's any positions available. And she's like, are you willing to move to Virginia? Girl, hell no. I don't like Virginia, y'all. Virginia is country as hell. We ain't gonna even talk about West Virginia, but I'm not willing to move. There's no way. I want to stay home anyway. But y'all, I've gotten notices from, I was feeling a little out of bent because I'm now getting notices from the jobs that I applied for and I interviewed for, and the jobs that I were banking on as far as the full-time jobs I didn't get. So it's back to square one. Not necessarily back to square one, but now I'm waiting on, I interviewed with NITT, which is a well-known tech company, and it's for a onboarding position for IBM. Waiting on that. I'm working with a recruiter out in Florida. Child. I've been working with her for about 2 weeks off and on. Y'all have to excuse the light because it's, and some of the jobs don't even start to December. I'm like, what the heck? The part-time job, she told me that they're still waiting on some stuff. So it's just gonna have to take some time, y'all. And so, like I mentioned, I believe in the last few videos, this is the last thing. I mean, not last straw, but this is the last time I'm going to take out money. I took out a couple of more money out of my 401k to help me for the next 3 months. I'm getting told that on average, it takes between 3 to 6 months to get a job. But when I tell you that things are really, really crazy right now, this is the same week where Amazon let go of 30,000. Target let go 1,800. I mean, literally, companies are letting go. Hire, just from my experience of being in onboarding, the hiring season is right before the holidays, and now we're getting closer to the holidays. So I guess my point is that it's going to get quiet come mid-November. So I will be good financially until December, January, February, until the beginning of March. God. But besides that, it's like, I don't have any, I am on my last leg with insurance, and I have enough medication, I think, to last me until the next 3 months. Oh God, I have to remind myself that our God is an awesome God. We serve a God that, is the Alpha and Omega. And I'm just waking up and I'm still praying. I'm thanking God for everything. And I got paid today from being a substitute teacher. Child, a whopping $200. But baby, I'll take that because I needed it, because the stamps, when I get the stamps. So, but anyway, y'all, I got the money. I just feel bad that teachers don't get paid enough. I'm just going to keep at it. I was notified by, the Texas workforce 2 days ago that they needed to see proof of what I've been doing for a certain week. Baby, I don't play around. So I went ahead and filled it out the day before yesterday, and I submitted it this morning because I'm not playing around, because I need that money to help me with my rent. So, but yeah, I mean, I just got to look at it, y'all, as a heart. I cannot. Because all those people that was just let go just now, and I have to look at it. I have one child. I don't have to worry about, who's that? Linda Lynn has 2 babies, and she has to pay for a child care, We just got to have a heart of Thanksgiving. By the way, today is not Christmas. Today is Halloween. My lights will be off. I can't afford, candy is expensive. I can't afford $5, $6 bags of candy. No, even then I wasn't going to do it anyway. My lights will be off. Off. But real quick, y'all, I subbed yesterday, and it was so funny. I subbed for 7th grade, and I had said that I didn't want to do 7th grade. So I subbed 7th and 8th grade. They were actually okay. They were actually better than their child. So at this point, I've subbed 3rd, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Can you guess who are my worst group of kids? 3rd grade. 3rd grade were by far the worst group. These little brats, when I tell you, I wanted to take a bunch of flip-flops and throw them at everyone. But surprisingly, my 8th grade, 7th and 8th grade were good. And so they were good. I did STEM, and we just sat there and talked. I mean, they were able to do some, what they wanted to do. But yeah, I feel kind of bad for these kids. I don't know, because a lot of them were telling me, like, their interaction with the teachers, and again, I'm very, very careful of what I do and what I say, because at the end of the day, I'm a mom first. And so I'm very careful. But I also treat children as little humans. You know what I mean? They're little people, but they have their own opinions, they have their own thoughts and their own values and all that. But I will check their asses when they need it. But yeah, I mean, towards the end, you know, I was telling everyone, you know, bye. And one girl who was quiet most of the time, she's like, she came up to me. She's like, you have been the best teacher I've had since we've been here. She said, you are so nice. Is it okay if I give you a hug? I'm like, oh, okay, sweetheart. Okay. I mean, she's 13. So I kind of get my body away and gave her a little pat. And so she's like, you have been the best teacher we've had. I'm like, oh my God. No, the girls were like, the middle school girls were like, and some of them already, you know, knew before. They're like, Mrs. V is back, Mrs. V. That's what they call me. And so, well, that's why I told them they could call me. And so one of them was like, she's like, Mrs. V, you should babysit me. I said, girl, you 13 years old. You don't need no babysitter. She said, we will have fun. We could go through the makeup and look at your makeup. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I said, baby, you are too old, Mija. I'm not babysitting you. You 13 years old. Oh my God. But you guys, I want to show y'all something, what I've been using instead of my Glade plugins. Girl, don't ignore this. I've been hiding these because JB, he eats way too much. So hold on. All right. So I was at Michael's like 2 weeks ago, and I saw this plug-in for, hold on. I saw this plug-in for the wax fragrances, and normally you have to use like a tea light thing, but this is so smart. You plug it in, you turn it on, you put one of these cubes, in here, baby. This was $7. These are just $1.99. You can get them from Walmart, Michael's, but look at that, $1.99. I have 4 of them. And these, the smell lasts so long. When I tell you the smell lasts so long, and I have a big house. So when I come in from the garage, I'm here at the front door. When I come in from the garage, I can smell it. JB turns it on in the morning, and I just leave it on for a couple of hours. I turn it back on in the evening time, like now, and it'll just last forever. This is so much cheaper than Glade plugins. Those Glade plugins and refills, I get enough for about 4 or 5. They're gonna cost you about $12. Y'all, I'm in my guest bedroom. You see? Yeah. Child, I'm ready for Christmas. I'm ready for Christmas. So I have all of my Christmas, not all, some of my Christmas decorations out here. But y'all, some of the new stuff I got is so cute. So look, I got my little black angel. I have a new black Santa Claus, and this is my older black Santa Claus. I got this nativity scene, and one of them is a brother. Hey Jamal, so beautiful. And then I have a black nutcracker, so cute. And then this is what I got from last year. Then I got her little brother. Girl, what is Monica and them, but girl, that's a Barbie doll, sorry. So cute. So let me show y'all what my front door is gonna be like. My dining room table is gonna be green still, green and silver. So my front door, I got this. I don't like to have big wreaths, just something cute, you know. So I got this. Merry Christmas. It's my Christ, okay? And then I got this to be at the front door too. And then I got these cute ornaments to go in the front around my landscape area. This is gonna be for my table. That's gonna be for my table, y'all. Can we just skip Thanksgiving and Halloween and go straight to Christmas? I'm ready. Like, in my head too, and this is the thing, like I was getting a little sad because when I had got the good job, And I was like, oh my God, I could get whatever I want. I could buy whatever I want. Then when I lost it, I was like, oh my God, I can't do what I wanted to do. But you know what? God is good. I was able to get just these 2-3 things over the course, or actually 1, 2, 3, 4 extra things over the course of the past 2 months or so. And I'm okay, y'all. I got my Christmas tree. My mom's she's gonna give me another Christmas tree, because I said I wanted 2 Christmas trees in this house. I want one in the front room and one in the living room. So yeah, so I'm gonna get that Christmas tree from her. I may get it, I'm not sure. And so yeah, I'm okay. I was upset about how big it was. Girl, what is this? I got something else, y'all. What is it? What is this? Oh, child. I be thinking that JB is still like 8 or 9 years old. So I be getting him crafts and shit. So I got JB this snowman craft. And he gonna do it too. I know he gonna like it. So y'all, let me go get this soup together. So I just want to show y'all real quick. Ain't this cute? I'm ready. Yeah, I am ready. You know what? You gotta make do with what you have. And so this is more than some people have. So this is more than enough. My cup overflows, okay? And real quick, let me turn the camera around. Y'all heard me earlier. I was getting upset and sad about the jobs that I didn't get. Y'all, I need to wash my hair, I know. I got a call. Remember the recruiter I was telling y'all about in Florida? She called me like 2 hours ago. It's bright in here, hold on. She called me like 2 hours ago. Hold on, y'all. And she was like, Vivian, remember the job that the interviewer came back and said, oh, she's like a senior LMS administrator. Y'all, the thing that I'm finding, hold on. Just a second, y'all. Make sure this chicken don't burn. I'm just moving it around. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. The cat is outside. I'm so glad that baby, she learned how to use this cat, the pet thing, in like a month. Anyway, in my field, I would be considered a senior level. So a lot of these jobs that I'm applying for, I feel like I may be overqualified for it. Okay, so I mean, because I have 15 years of experience in the field, 15 years. Okay, so that's senior level. So the job that I was applying for, the recruiter, who's a sister, and I've been talking to her off and on for like 3 weeks now. And she let me know last week. She said, well, Vivian, I did speak to the person and they said that, oh, your resume looks really good. Like, you're like senior level. And they are a little unsure because they would feel like if you come on with the other administrators, they would be like, oh, wow, she's really, but I'm not like that, you guys. I know how to tone. I'm not one to be like, oh, I got more experience than you. I know how to tone it. You know, I'm not like that. Like, everyone has a seat at the table. You know what I mean? So I told her, I say, yeah. I mean, granted, I did go lower than what I normally would ask for a contract to hire. But baby, I mean, I told her what I wanted and she said, okay.